And I'm live! Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm gonna trust that everything looks and sounds good. Maybe. Which one has the head? Oh, it's this one. Put that right there. Don't touch it. And there we go. Okay, let's hope people show up. And this has never been easier. And now we wait. Oh, but yours truly, Chris, did say he wanted me to text him. Mm-hmm. Okay, oh, howdy! Oh my gosh, howdy! Howdy, Mr. T. That is really funny that you said howdy, and I'll get to it in like 10 minutes. Make sure everyone gets here, and then we can jump right on in. But yeah, that is really funny. And howdy. How have you been, Mr. T? It has been. Hello! Oh, hi, Dad! Good to see you. Good to see you, Dad. Good to see you, Mr. T. Yeah, who's. Okay, so yeah, I got a text. Jackman here will be a few minutes late. And yours truly, Chris, is hopefully gonna show up. We'll find out. And then, oh yeah, and Mr. Morrill might show up. I'm not sure. So yeah, how have you been? I haven't seen y'all since last year, which is insane, because that was so long ago. And yet it wasn't. I can't believe that I live streamed exactly a week ago today. That's just really weird because my brain says it's been over a month. But yeah, a lot of stuff has happened. But yeah. Yuppity you. So yeah, I'll wait just 8 more minutes and then we can get right on into this. Okay. Let's see, got my ukulele. We can sing some songs. Got that. I got other things that I have to show you. Here's a preview of what's to come. And I don't know what's in this, but this is a little preview. Okay, so 7 more minutes. How have you been? How have you been, Mr. T? How have you been, Dad? How was your New Year's? Because, yeah, I stayed up till 1 or whatever. No, it's 12. And I texted everyone a Happy New Year. That's really cool. I actually saved. I mean, I'm not going to show you, but, like, I have, like, how many? 38 people said Happy New Year back to me. Who sent pictures? Someone sent pictures. What? Wait. Did I just see someone send a picture? One. What? Oh my gosh, I missed all of these. Oh, that's cool. One of my friends texted pictures of the snow. But yeah, I have like 38 some odd notifications saying that, Happy New Year. And some of them were from people that I really did not expect to be up until, until like 1 or whatever. It was just really funny. One of them being our landlord, which was just really funny. I was like, what? Because he just does not give off the vibe of someone who'd stay up past like midnight to celebrate the New Year's. So it was very, very funny. But yes, how have you been? How have you two been? No pressure or anything, but I've noticed that it gets incredibly awkward when there's only like 2 people who are on stream. Because then it's like, okay, I have to keep this going. Because usually, maybe it's the internet. We still got out. We still got out our Christmas tree. What? We still got out Christmas tree up. That's cool. Yeah, we still have ours up too. We one of our metro parks, I think, yeah, recycles Christmas trees, so we're gonna do that. But it's like at the end of January, so woohoo! Yeah. But yeah, we got about 5 more minutes, and then I can jump right into this. Okay. So yes, I'm glad y'all had a good time. let's see. What you know what I need? I need a filler. I need like I need a what's it called? An icebreaker question to help fill the time. Oh, mother, hello. I didn't realize you changed your profile picture to Clippy. If you don't know, Clippy, um, what was it? I think Mother's doing that in protest, if I'm remembering correctly. If you have a Clippy picture, like Mother watched some interesting videos about just, I think it was like AI and just overall technology getting too complicated. So some people have been revolting by changing like their profile pictures to Clippy to say we want more simple technology. We want people to do it, and I couldn't agree more. My cousin's boyfriend proposed to her, and now they're engaged. Oh, that's so cool! That is so cool. And yeah, that must be really exciting for you. I wish my cousins get married because, like I've mentioned them before. One of them is going to MIT, and she's like really intelligent. The other one has some very serious health problems, and it's I don't know. It's just I hope they both get married. I really, really do. My oh good. I'm glad. Hello, Miss Becky. Love the Clippy profile picture. Yep. She graduated. Oh, she graduated? Wow, that was fast. She already graduated from MIT. Wow. So she got the smarts. She seriously got the smarts. But I've heard it's possible she's not a Christian, which is sad, and I kind of can see it. But yeah, anywho, the other one probably is still a Christian. I hope so. Anywho, it's just when you said that that your cousins got engaged, you know, mine also like I hope mine get engaged too, especially the one with all the health problems. And can I just admit something, which is I think it's funny. But first off, let me state I'm adopted. Okay? I'm very much adopted. Overseas, my birth, my heritage and my ancestry is Korean, while my family, my on dad's side of the family is not Korean. So I can say this without it being weird. I had a big crush on my cousin. I had a huge crush on the one with the health problems. I had a big crush on her because I think already, like, I just really liked her. Like, we were like really good friends for like a long time, but I haven't seen her in ages. And then like it kind of like developed into a crush, but then I haven't seen her in years. But I still, Dad had a well, I had a crush on my cousin too. Huh? Hmm. Very interesting. Well, see, it's not weird for me because I'm adopted. Okay, so I can confidently and unashamedly say that I had a crush on my cousin because I have no biological relations to them. Only name. Only name. But yeah, gosh. Isn't that weird when you get like crushes on family members? Because it's like, it's just weird. She wasn't my real cousin by blood, but for all practical purposes, she is. Oh, that's cool. Hmm. Oh, that is funny, Mother. Wow. I don't want to really say too many names out loud. But yeah, I don't want, some people can put the pieces together to find out where people live, and it terrifies me. I wish we went back to the days where you had to be a private detective in order to actually find out where someone lived. How many stalkers and creeps would just not be stalkers or creeps because they had to like, okay, I have to go through the phone book, I have to find this person, to then contact that person, to then get to that person, to then find the person I'm stalking. But like nowadays you can just be like, let me just ask AI or something, and it's like, oh, okay. And it's like It's just a little scary, A long time ago when she was high school, when she was I oh, when she was in high school. She was recently out of college. Lol. Interesting. That is really interesting. Yeah. It is weird when you have, like, a crush on your cousin, but, like, if you're family, like, if you're, like, biologically related or if you, like, look like them, then it's just, like, you look like you were biological, then it's like, "Oh, okay, that's a little weird." But since I look nothing like my cousins, it's like, "Okay, he gets a pass," which I still find hysterical. That, like, like, some people, like, in Alabama or whatever are like, "I'm into my cousin," or whatever, and everyone else is like, "Wah!" And I'm over here like, "I'm adopted. I can get away with that." And I just find it very humorous. And it's been 10 minutes, so let's jump right on in. Okay, so first off, it's 2026. I have to admit, when the new year came, I hesitated because I didn't actually know what year it was. I was like, wait, did we just finish 25 or 26? And I had to actually stop and think about it. And one of my friends, he says that the only way he can truly tell, like, remember when certain things have happened and how, like, not to get the years confused is by the date of video game releases, which is, I couldn't believe that, but it tracks. It really tracks. You made it in time for 2026. Hi. Hi, I've been here. You haven't missed much. We are just talking about how we had crushes on our cousins, but I can get away with it because I'm adopted from a very different bloodline. Very different. I don't look anything like them. So it's okay. We don't need to suddenly be like, "Dear Jordan." you know. Oh, and I will preview once again something that we're gonna figure out on live stream. Okay, so basically everyone's here. So yes, how was everyone's New Year's? I hope you all had a really good New Year's, and I hope your year goes really, really well. Okay. Oh yeah. So I wrote down a couple things I want to talk about because surprisingly, a lot of stuff has happened within this last week. All my cousins are like 15 years older than me, so the situation isn't relatable for me, which I'm fine with. And then the angel emoji. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Well, that good for you. Yeah, I've been here. My cousins are roughly my age. Am I the youngest? I don't remember, but I think I'm the youngest. But yeah, new year, new things. Yep, new year, new things. And I am reading your things, mother. I just you don't want to say too many of those things out loud because you know I don't want too many people knowing our family. Like I don't want to just be like, wow, I have 120 aunts on one side and 22 on the other, so you can figure out where we live or whatever. Okay. Oh, we can start with a prayer request. The prayer request being that my mother is most definitely, most likely, getting a new job. Over the past couple years, she has been doing nothing but um, DoorDash. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. And she's moving on into the transcription area. There was a company that was hiring transcriptionists, and she's probably most definitely going to get the job, which is going to pay roughly double the amount she makes from DoorDash. So that's just amazing because it's not only is she making potentially, you could say double in that sense, like part time working for this transcription company, she makes as much as she did full time in DoorDash. So if she does full time in it, then that's double the amount of money because also it pays double. So either way, on top of that, it's no more hundreds of thousands of miles on the car, which is awesome. And like she'll have so much, like she already had a lot of, well, she didn't have a lot of time, but it was really convenient for her to be able to go to the store or something. She was very mobile, very modular with her time. even though she did have to work like 6, 7, 8 hours for in DoorDash. But now it's gonna get like triple fold the amount of free time. So like for the past couple months, I have been needing to get a ride home from church because after church, my girl just immediately book it to go door dashing. And I don't really like going with her. So I've been getting a ride home from our next door neighbor, which is really nice. And they I love it and they love it. And yeah, it's been really cool. It's been really cool. And so yeah, if you could just pray that she gets this job and it works out for her, that'd be great. That'd be great. But the one nice thing about working not working, I'm going with my next door neighbors back home is that they do their grocery shopping on Sundays. So I get to see like Aldi's and whatnot. And like I don't know. I guess it's just I like it because it's like I'm being around different people. And they're like an older couple. So I think it like kind of gives them something to do. They are active, but I think like me going kind of helped make their lives a little more active. So, and I'm the cashier at the Aldi's that's 1,000 miles away from where we live is actually a pretty cool dude. Really cool dude. Turns out he gets up at 3 in the morning, this guy who works at Aldi's, to go work at Aldi's because he has the morning shift. And he goes to bed at like 6 o'clock, which blows my mind. But I don't know, it's just insane. I think he said he tried to stay up as late as he could for New Year's, but he fell asleep at 8, and I think he woke up around, like, a little after 12 or something like that for, like, 10 seconds and was like, "What time is it? Oh, okay." Went right back to sleep. That's nice of our neighbor. Yes, yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. But yes, hooray for the opportunity. Yes, for the new job. Yes. All of the doors have been dashed. For real. For real. My mother has met so many people. It's actually that's where these came from. Because so that's to transition perfectly. I have some Chinese snacks to try. And these are made like these came overseas from China, and the reason I have them is because my mother was door dashing and encountered another door dasher. And that door dasher was from China. And it was like a woman, I think. And my mother happened to have an extra pizza bag and gave it to the door dasher because this door dasher didn't have one. And the woman felt obligated to make it more like a trade than like a here, just let me give this to you. So she gave my mother these snacks. And these snacks are 100% from China to the point that everything on the package, there is not a lick of English on this, so I can't read it. And I'm a little concerned just because I don't know what's in it. You know what I mean? And I'm a health nut, so I'm a little concerned. But since it's like China, it's like, you know what? It should be fine. So I don't even know what half of this stuff is. If any of this, if this is like drugs, let me just say for the record that I don't know what it is. So please do not delete my channel YouTube. I genuinely have no clue what any of this stuff is. But yeah, I'm gonna try them out. Like I said, I'm nervous. But actually, just to really quickly talk about this, when I was bringing these upstairs to try them on the stream, it gave me a flashback because when I first started the channel, all the way back in I think early 2016, a video that I never uploaded was of me trying out some food from a restaurant. And it was a terrible video. I'm talking, I didn't have a tripod, I didn't have a light. So I'm just sitting there on this very cluttered table. Well, not sitting on the table, but sitting cluttered table. The camera is like on like a piece of trash or something, keeping it from falling over. And I'm just trying out this food and being like, okay, it tastes kind of good. Nom, 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 nom. And it's like, it wasn't, that's not quality content. But just seeing this stuff really reminded me of it. And it was like, wow. Wow, if only I knew. If I knew how big YouTube was gonna get. If I could go back in time and start all over again, brother, I would have. I know I said brother, but I would have tried to make myself the next Mr. Beast. I would have devoted all of my time to it, and I would have tried to get up there. And in some alternate timeline, I'm like, I don't know, like The Odds Went Out or Game Theory, Captain Sparkles. I could have been up there, which would be so cool. Maybe there's a way to translate the information with a smartphone, or I think there's a way to write symbols into Google Translate that might that might be tedious, but could work as well. That's a good idea. I think I know I think an ad or something for I don't have it. This phone is not fancy enough to do any of that kind of stuff, sadly. But I know that I saw I think an ad for that. That was my phone where you could like take a picture and then oh wait, I could just take a picture and translate this. Yep, I'll get to that in a second. That's the other. Excuse me. That's the other grand idea. So that's a good idea. I'm gonna take pictures of this and see if why will this not focus? Come on. There's still time for you to become the next Mr. Beast if that's really what you want to do. It just requires making videos, which right now is the difficult part. For real. Making videos is so tricky. Because, like, my ADHD has kind of become, like, second nature to me, but back in the days of my youth, it was a little more uncommon. So, for, like, do I not do I not have it? Or did I probably disabled. Ew, okay, I just won't do that, because that'll take, like, 100,000 years, because I disabled the search. I went through my phone one day and just disabled, like, half of the apps that I was just not using, and one of them, I think, was the search, so I can't well, I don't know. Let's keep this interesting. So, what was I talking about? What was I just talking about? Right, Mr. Beast. So, yeah, my ADHD has just made it so it's like I may get, like, a solid idea that I want to try, but then I don't try it because I just by the time I'm done coming up with the idea, I'm already done, which is really sad because I do want to be a famous YouTuber. That would be so cool, like hundreds of thousands of subs, thousands of dollars a week, having people run up like, "Oh my gosh, you're famous." I actually had that happen once, but it was like a woman in her 40s and it was at a church that I used to go to. I was going to a Bible study thing there, and I think like she came up to me and was like, "Hey, I saw some of your videos. You're pretty good." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it finally happened!" But that was years ago. But I have to admit, I have thought about like making videos again. Speaking of that, perfect transition. I have tried. I haven't picked it up in a long time, but I really tried to upload the Blimey Cow vlog. And I promised myself, and I failed the promise, that I would upload it or fix it at least by the end of 2025. And then, ADHD just made it so I could never do it. So the problem was I edited the video, it looked great. I exported it, uploaded it, ran out the door because I had to do something. Turns out the editor works fine, but the export part is really weird. Happy New Year, Simran! Thank you, Mr. Morrill. Hi! Oh, please tell me, Mr. Morrill, has my dad sent you any pictures of himself in a hat? You must answer that question. It's mandatory because I need to know if you've seen it. It looks so good on him. Anyway, moving on. So yes, the editor worked fine, but the export was all weird, and I've tried multiple times. The video editor on my new computer, the big black PC, is glitchy or something. I just can't get it to work. Just tell yourself that this January counts as the 13th month of 2025. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway, so the editor is being all weird. So I had the genius thought. What if I took, because it's the same video editor on that and the old laptop, what if I just took the file and the footage and put it on the other computer? So that way I can open up the file and it should theoretically read the SD cards and then I can just export it there. So I think so. Okay, good. Good. How do you think he looks? Because it looks amazing. The hat looks so good on him. Anyway, Mr. Morrill. Anyway, so I tried that. I finally sat down and tried it, and it did not work. Every time I tried it, it kept saying it could not find the footage, which was really weird because I found the footage was still in the SD cards. So I think what I'll have to do is re-edit the video on my old laptop and then export it on the old laptop, and then I can finally get the third Blind Cow vlog out of the most recent one, not the last one, because I don't even know where that footage went, sadly. But speaking of footage, I was going through the SD cards and I found one, and I found the SD card that has footage of the old house, a skit that I never edited, but I still intend to. And it's the ultimate skit because it's a skit with me and Hamburger Boy, and we're moving out of the old house. And I still need to edit it, but I have basically all the footage. Charlie says? Charlie says. I wonder why my mother said that. Anyway, but yeah. So the whole idea of the skit basically is me and Hamburger Boy kind of just think back on all the years on the channel, and yeah, it's I have to admit it's weird because I filmed the footage right after we moved everything out of the house, so the house is empty. Hi Joe, I'm watching Lil. You're watching Lol? Oh, you're watching Lol. Okay, okay. Anyway, um, but yeah, it's just it was really crazy to film it, and I cannot wait to freak out over not only how high pitched my voice is, which I still wish it was, and how empty the house is gonna be. Especially since we actually got a tour of the old house after they renovated it, and it looked True Cheer Charlie. Okay. Okay, I get it. Thank you, mother. Anyway, so yeah, the people who bought our house, I mean, they redid the walls, they redid the floor, they repainted. It looks nothing like it used to. And it's a better house, but I feel like it lost a lot of its charm. And I don't know. In the next life, I plan to rebuild every house that I've lived in by the time when the rapture happens. I want to rebuild every house. And then, just I don't know. I want God to like implant in me all of the memories of things that I wanted to keep or remember, and then like create perfect replicas of them. Because there's some things that I held very dear to me that I've lost over the years that I want back. Like, some stuffed animals from my childhood, some Nerf guns, stuff like that. Houses, like I've said. But like some of it I've forgotten. So I want God to like put it back in my head so I can remember. But moving on from that, I spent part of the New Year's Day going over videos I've recorded but never published, seeing if I could make them ready for publishing. There will hopefully be some releases this year. After zero, you haven't uploaded a single video in 2025? Wow. Maybe we can both make a return. You and me both, Yakun here. That would be cool. How many subscribers do you have, Yakun here? Can I just if I clicked go to channel, would that end the live stream or would that open it in a new tab? What if I perfect? I figured out how to fool it. I happened to notice a couple weeks ago I have like 113 subscribers, which is insane. I think I've both gained and lost subscribers in the years of not doing anything, which is weird. But oh my goodness, I could potentially beat you, Yakun here, if we both upload videos. That would be kind of cool if we challenge each other to like get back into YouTube and see who can become the bigger YouTuber by the end of 2026. That would be cool. And that would finally make me make videos because I do have ideas. I just never make the ideas and I'm so frustrated. New job. Oh, I forgot to ask. It's the whole new year. What are your New Year's resolutions? And do you still do them? Because I don't. Because I completely like it was like the day before the New Year's. I was like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to have a New Year's resolution. And I don't have one. I just kind of gave up doing New Year's resolutions. Excuse me. Last year I was doing a whole like month by month resolution, and that didn't work out very well. But I don't know. I mean, I still want to become jacked. I have about 176, which is more than I could ever expect after a year off, but my audience is pretty chill. Hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would love to have a little mini battle with you, Yakman here. Who can make the most, like, who can have the most subscribers by the end of 2026? That would be really cool. And yet, there was one part of me that doesn't like that idea because the live streams would change. We would have new people in the live streams and it would change the dynamic. Because like I really like this dynamic. It's just a bunch of us people talking. And since, like no one else shows up, we can talk about literally anything. But if there's like 100 new people, then it's like, oh, I have to be careful. Can't say anything political. Can't talk about Christianity or whatever. And I don't know if it's worth it to get back into videos. Because I love doing these streams. They're amazing. It's a great way for us to finally be able to hang out and talk since I can't make myself text anyone. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like I really want to. Maybe I could make it work if I only did skits and Christian homeschool related content, which, I wouldn't like not do that. I'm just concerned that the people that show up are going to be like, you know, not chill. Like I could say something like, my cousin on my father's brother's sister's side is a Democrat, and then they're like, how dare you? You have a team of moderators who can protect you if the audience grows. That is really true. That is so true. That is so stinking true. That would be cool. And yes, I trust all of you. Oh, also, good news on my dad's front. So if you didn't know, I think I've mentioned this. My dad had to start dialysis, who's here in the chat, and I mean, like, I'll just state for the record, you seem to be doing amazing, Dad. Like, like whenever you'd call before and we'd hang out, it always just seemed like you were so out of it, and it just looked like you were going through a whole lot. But now that you're on dialysis, you look amazing. Like we hung out together and you had so much energy and you could think and it was just really nice to see. It was really nice to see you're doing better. So praise God. Praise God for the healing my dad has gotten. Okay. Oh. So yeah, I guess so while I open up these snacks to try, I'm gonna talk about a TV show that I fall in love with. Okay, which one should I try first, chat? Or guys? I don't even know what this looks like. It kind of looks like I don't know what this is, but it looks good. They all look good. Should I try the bag of chips? What is this? It looks like a baby food because there's a picture of a baby on it. The cookies, or whatever the heck this green thing is, which is kind of scaring me. Did I recall that you became a Sears fan? Did you watch to the end of the season? So, Mr. Morrow sent me a text of a link to something on Facebook. Intriguing. I just want to verify that was you, Mr. Morrow, that texted me a link to Facebook, correct? Because I do not want to get a virus on my phone. So I'm just going to wait until I hear confirmation. But yes, did I become a Steelers fan? Yes and no. I said I was a Steelers fan, but in truth is, I'm just not into football. I used to be, but I do like, if it was on and I was surrounded by people who just talked nothing about football and they're the only people on the planet, then yes, I would get into it. But it's just not really my sport. Okay, good. It's not my sport, but that was a text from Mr. Morrill. Thank you very much for the confirmation. I'm just gonna look at this really quick because it's intriguing that you sent this. You sent this to me. Okay, good. You got to see the pictures. That is awesome. No, there we go. Okay. So But yeah, everyone. I don't know. I don't know what to choose first. Okay, snacks and then the ultimate surprise. Okay, snacks and then the ultimate surprise. Okay, I'll try this. So while I try this, I fell in love with a new show. So my friends at my Bible study have been constantly talking about all these different shows and all these movies and whatnot. I hope it's still good. It smells like really yeasty crackers. Just do what's fun. Okay. It smells like a super yeasty cracker, but it looks like a French fry. I'm just a little bit paranoid that it's bad or something. I'm either paranoid that it's poisoned, or it's just bad, or it's drugs. So I'm just scared. I have to admit, I'm scared. But okay. What? Um. Hmm. Oh wow. At first I thought it was bad, but I don't know what to think now. I think that's a sweet potato. It tastes like sweet potato mixed with a little bit of sugar. And I have this roll of toilet paper here, so I can use that as a napkin. I'm not scared. I'm sure the treats are good. Okay, good. Oop, excuse me. I don't know. I'm paranoid. I've grown up paranoid. I will die paranoid. So that was really weird. Like genuinely weird. I did not like it. This was weird. Yeah. Like it's in my hang on. Oh, it's in my teeth. Drum roll, please. Thank you, Zimmerman. I love you so much. I love you too, Dad. Take another bite. No thanks. It that tasted bad. Like it either tasted bad in the sense that the snack went bad, or it's just really, really, really not my flavor. Isn't that fascinating? How I'm Korean by blood, American in heart though. But like when if you grow up with a snack, then you think it tastes fine. But if you've never had it before, then it's like what the heck? All right, I'm gonna try the cookie, and I'm a little more nervous, but this actually, ooh, could what? A mystery cookie could it be made out of dogs? Nope. It smells like spelt. I think that's what it's called. I've had like it smells like something I've had before from Amish farmers actually. Ooh, that is good. Okay, it's straight up a Rice Krispie treat, but with sweet and salty sugar. Wow. Mmm. It's straight up like one of those Rice Krispie treats, but has like the tiniest after flavor of popcorn. But it's like both sweet and salty. This is so good. Wow. Mmm. Favorite so far. Oh my goodness. I wish I could read this. Apparently, when I was first like brought to mother, when I was adopted, she tried calling me um, my birth name, and I just wouldn't respond to it. So then she gave up and just called me Zimmerman. The Dodgers are a good team to follow. They play baseball. Oh, that's cool to know. And now for the tiny treat. Oh, it smells like banana. I didn't have any smell at first, but I smell the faintest hint of banana slash Cheerio for the little green snacks. And I'm hyper analyzing everything my body does. I'm just so terrified. I'm gonna either get food poisoning or die like those characters in movies. It's like, bleh. Oh no, he's been murdered. Who killed him? Was it the butler? You know what I mean? Spring training is less than 90 days away. Oh, that is crazy. I'm scared. Or to give me strength. Oh, okay. Huh. lot of weird. Huh. Okay, so these two taste terrible. Would not recommend. Like, I need some water. That I don't know what this is. Do I know where the activated charcoal is? No, I do not. If you could tell me where the activated charcoal is, that'd be great. Because fun fact, activated charcoal can soak up nutrients or something. So let's say you eat something and then you feel kind of off. If you take an activated charcoal, it'll soak it all up and you won't feel off anymore. So don't worry, there's no butler here to sabotage your food. That is true. Ugh, showing my teeth. It kind of tastes like like some multivitamins have like the chewable ones have like a taste to them, but it's like just the bad part. Well, Zimmerman is the official taste tester. Being the king's taste tester is no easy job. That is true. I would hate that job. I mean, I would love it, but I'd hate it because I would probably die. I think it's in the kitchen on the microwave stand, second shelf. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm gonna go grab it just in case. Just because that tasted really. Both of these tasted weird, and my brain is telling me that they might have gone bad. But this is still fun. This is amazing. But like, yeah. But I'll be right back. Right back. Okay, I'm back. In a basket, yeah. Zimmerman will be right back after this short break. Lol. Yes. Okay, so yeah, I'm also grabbing it because like as someone who's just really sensitive to foods and like preservatives in foods, I just have to be careful because if I eat certain things, my social anxiety gets worse, or I get really bad mood flare-ups. Like I'm one of the people who can't eat red dye, so I'm just gonna take this just in case. I have to admit I'm still scared. I don't know why I'm scared, but it's when you've been like if you're isolated slash just live alone, you get more paranoid. You know what I mean? Especially when you're trying a new food from a different language, from a different people. It's like, okay, I don't know what this says. I don't know if it said that it could have expired like 10 years ago. Either way, those two tasted terrible. I still taste it in between my teeth. Ah, ah, ugh. That tasted so weird. But this is still super good. Mmm. Mmm. It almost tastes like sweetened popcorn. Yeah. You like there's certain kinds of popcorn that come with like sugar on them. That's what this kind of tastes like. I live alone, but I don't get paranoid. I figure a lady wouldn't repay your mom's generosity with bad food. That is very true, but still, you just never know. Crazy people are everywhere, you know. So it's which is really really sad. But I don't know. But that is very true. Popcorn with sugar does sound tasty. It is. This is really good. I'm backing up a bit because my mother hates the sound of chewing, and I know that other people also. But yeah, I always found it hysterical when you'd find like videos of people literally chewing and it gets like thousands of views, and it's supposed to be relaxing. Meanwhile, if I chew anything remotely crunchy around mother, it is the closest thing to torture, apparently. And there have been times where I literally have to step outside to eat something just because it's that crunchy, or I'm just that noisy. Either way, this is really good, and it almost gets the taste of those out of my mouth. Almost. But okay, 15 minutes left. It is time to show off the most amazing thing I have received. Oh, almost fell over. Howdy! This is why I said it was so funny when Mr. T was the first to show up and said howdy, because I was half tempted to make the thumbnail of me in this hat and to say howdy, but then I decided not to keep the surprise effect, you know? So yeah, it's okay. People have different tastes. Those millions of views on those food chewing videos aren't from your mother. Very true. But still, it's just insane how like some people really do find it satisfying, and then other people just can't stand it. My mother's one of those people. But yes, nice hat. Thank you. I know it looks so good. This shirt does nothing for it. Is there any other like shirt I could wear? Um, is this a long sleeve or is this a long sleeve one or a short sleeve one? This one could work. Short. Since it's so cold out, I'll wear this one. Hey, I'm gonna change into this shirt. Commercial break. Where did I get that hat? The Boot Barn. Me and Dad went to the Boot Barn and we got hats. And I'll show you the hat that my dad got for himself. Let me just change really quick. Oh, much better. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Howdy. Howdy, y'all. I'm about to go out there and, I don't know, use my tractor, plow a field, shoot a shotgun. I look so stinking good. I love it. I just love it so much. I'm looking at myself in the thingy and it's just, ah! It really heightens the mustache. Like, I look like straight up like the guy that gets shot by the hero. Like, legit. I look like, that's why I have the toy gun out. Because I legit look like this is a toy. For YouTube purposes, this is a toy. So yeah, I look like the cowboy western guy who gets shot. You know what I mean? So it's like this town ain't big enough for the two of us. Bang! Ah! You got a hat from the boot barn? Interesting. Did you also get some boots from the hat hanger afterwards? I did not. No. So yeah, it's called the boot barn, but it sells like all forms of western stuff. All forms. And it's definitely like it's for both men and women. Cause yeah, like it sells everything: jeans, belts, hats, boots. So yeah, we went there. It was super fun. It was so fun, but kind of scary because I have a big head. Okay, it may not look like it, but this is a big head. There's a picture somewhere of me and my mother, and I'm a child. I'm a baby, and my head is the size of my mother's, and I'm a baby. So this is an 8x sized hat. 8x sized hat. Okay. I like technically speaking, my hat size is 8.5, but this works because all the other hats there, the rim was like hard plastic. So whenever you'd put it on, whenever I'd put it on, I'd get a pressure point headache because it was pushing inwards like right here. So every time I put it on, I was like, oh, my head hurts. And there was one hat that I kind of liked, and it somewhat fit. But this was, I'm talking there was only one 8x size hat with a rim that is that bends like this, and it's like like super, what is this? Flexible and whatnot. I think this is wool. Yeah, this is wool because the felt hats are like $250. And I have a friend who apparently went down to Texas and they're selling hats for like 1.5 grand. Cowboy hats are probably the perfect hats for people with larger heads. For real. I was talking about that the other day. I think the reason why people like why cowboy hats look good on some people is because their head is smushed, right? Or it's like, it's more round. So when you have a cowboy hat on, it gives off the appearance that your head is more correctly proportioned. That's why I think that's why at least I think it looks so good on me. Because all the cowboys that you see, they're pretty big, stocky guys, and they have big faces and big chins. So and like this is perfect, literally perfect. But yeah, I love this thing so much. Did you wear your hat to Bible study? I did. I wore my hat to Bible study and got a lot of compliments, including from people who I don't really talk to that much, and they're super reserved. So like like the quiet kind of person, the younger brother of this one guy, he was like, "Nice hat," and I was like, "Thank you," and it was just really cool because like I don't really talk to him, and he still said that, and I was like, "Nice." And yeah, some of the other friends there, one who's heading back to college, was like, "Dude, that looks amazing," and I know it looks so sinking good, and it heightens the mustache. Like before, it was like, okay, I have it. It's like no big deal, maybe I should get rid of it or whatever. Not anymore. I look like it heightens it. It heightens every form of hair on my head. Sounds like you should get a Boot Barn sponsorship. That would be cool. I wish. Nice looking. Thank you. And speaking of that, Dad, you're not the only. I'm not the only one with a good hat. So, oh, okay. I'm doing great, Dad. Okay, so we're at the Boot Barn, and we're looking at hats for me. And there's my dad finds a hat that's only $20, and that's a steal for a hat. And it looks insane on him. So feast your eyes on Dad with a hat. Look how good he looks. Sick hat, Zimmerman. Thank you. If you thought I looked good, look at my dad. I love this so stinking much. That is that hat looks so good on you, Dad. Like arguably better than my hat on me. Y'all both look excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You got Ackman here. I forgot half a second what to call you. That was close. Do not ignore what? Okay, we got a spammer. Room mods. How do I do this? Do I do something or who does this first? We got a robot. We got a robot. And this town is certainly not big enough for the both of us. Get out of here, robot. Get out of here. You ain't welcome. This is a toy. But still, thank you. I was going to remove it and then I was like, wait a minute. Because it occurred to me that if I removed it, then could you still theoretically ban it? Or would the moderators still have to do something? And I didn't know. I ain't a robot. If you ain't a robot, then why are you asking such weird questions? Get out of here. No. If you ain't a robot, that kind of question is not permitted here. This is family friendly. This is not weird questions like that ain't welcome. So thank you, Yakman here. You've been you I don't know. You've been quick drawed and lost to my moderator. That's strike one. Try that again. You're gone. So hello, new person. Howdy. You have officially been put you're on our radar because that was a very weird and disturbing question. All right, my bad. I'll be nice. Howdy. It's good to meet you, Mr. What is that? Birdie Boy. Okay, I thought there was an R there, but yeah, Mr. Birdie Boy. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Howdy. Actually, always awkward when someone shows up at 6 minutes before the stream ends, which is insane. I didn't realize I was talking that much. But yes! I got a hat from the boot barn, and it looks just amazing. I could not ask for a better gift. Thank you so much, Dad. This is literally probably the greatest Christmas slash New Year's gift I could have ever gotten in my entire life. And I look amazing. I look so cool. And now I look even cooler with my uke because I look like I'm one of them banjo playing. Thanks for being nice, Birdie Boy. Yes. And thank you, Yakman here, for sniping. I have good moderators here, and I trust y'all with my very life. Anyway, don't I look even cooler? Like, I got the saluting, yes. Salute to my moderator. My friend, my moderator. Anyway, oh wait. Anyway, should we? I don't know what to play because now I'm super self-conscious because there's a new person there. But I look even cooler with this. Like I look like wait. I have a chair. I have a chair here, and a ton of junk keeping me from moving the chair. But if I put this chair right here, and then I do this. Oh my gosh! I look even cooler. I need like I need friends who are really good picture takers because like I would love to have my picture taken. That would be so cool. That would be so stinking cool. Like with my leg out like this, a toy gun in my pocket, and I just it's not tall enough, but I'm just like howdy. Oh my gosh, I feel so cool, and I can like tip my hat to people. It's just I love it so much. I went to hear the cool cowboy play a song. I'm reminded of a cowboy hat wearing singer. He sang the Water Buffalo song. Oh my goodness. Everybody's got a water buffalo. He looks so distinguished. Yes, Dad really does look distinguished with that hat. It's insane. I can't see without my glasses. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting. I wanted to talk about the new show I fell in love with. So I tried really quickly. I tried a new show out, actually an old show out, because a lot of my friends were talking about Transformers. I think I've talked about this before, but not the TV show part. So a lot of my friends were talking about the whole like Transformers saga, and they just kept talking about it. Did you find a new show that was a western? No, I didn't. No, it's sci-fi, but that is funny. They were talking about Transformers, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll try out the whole Transformers show, or in movies and whatnot. And I didn't do any research. And the first movie I chose was Transformers: Age of Extinction. Excuse me. And that was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm talking, I'm telling you, I would have been a better editor. I don't know who it was that filmed and directed that, but I would have done a better job. And you've seen my videos, they're all right, but like I would have done a way better job than whatever the heck that was. So there's that. But I fell in love with the Transformers Prime TV show, which has Jeffrey Combs in it, who played Wayun from Deep Space Nine, which I thought was really funny. And Chris is here! Hi, Chris! Or should I say, howdy. I love it. How do I look, Chris? I look amazing. Sorry, late. No, you're good. You're good. I'm glad you could come for the last, minute and a half, but still, howdy. I got a cowboy hat. I love it, and thank you, Dad, so much, and thank you, Lord, for willing this to happen. It's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. If you rewatch the stream, you can see my dad in a hat too, and I tried weird Asian snacks. Maybe that's how some people showed up. Maybe like YouTube algorithm. Silly. Oh my goodness! And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry, the part of the show where Larry comes out and sings a silly song. Everybody got a water buffalo. That was crazy. His voice was so different back then. The water buffalo song. Down, bow, bow. Everybody's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast and mine is slow. Now that song's stuck in my head. Transformers, let me go really quickly with this, and then I can talk about it next live stream. Transformers Prime, one of the greatest TV shows I've ever seen. My favorite character is Starscream, and I'm really starting to get invested into the Transforming universe, but only from this old show that was aired in like 2013, which in hindsight, that is really old, but it's apparently one of the greatest shows out there from what my friends have told me, and I completely agree. And it was really cool because I remember watching one of the episodes of Transformers Prime, like I think back in 2013 when it was airing, and it was just one episode. And I was like, it just stuck with me. And then when I started doing this new streaming platform that I fell in love with, which is free, Tubi, not sponsored, but it's so good. It had the show, and so I was like, okay, let's check it out. Let's go back in time about 20 years basically, and I fell in love with the whole show. It's just so good. Highly recommended. 2013 is really old. Time has sure flown by since then, for real. 2013 was 13 years ago. 13 years ago. I was 22, 13. I was 9. I was 9 when that show started to come out. My gosh. You graduated high school in 2013? My goodness. Crazy. Obviously, there's a whole lot that we still need to talk about, but we do not have the time for as the sun's setting. So I reckon on the next live stream, which should be the first Tuesday of the next month, we shall all reconvene then and pick up where we left off today. Thank you very much for watching. This has been really fun. And thank you, and nice to meet you, I should say. Well, that would be great, Chris. That would be great. Anyway, we shall all reconvene on the next stream. Hopefully, y'all see. Hopefully, see y'all then. I reckon. And if that birdie boy fella can keep his manners up, then we will most certainly welcome you back. So until next time, thanks for watching. February 3rd, amen to that. I love this. I love the cowboy cosplaying. I guess that's what this is. But yeah, February 3rd, I'll see you all then. Stay original. May the Lord bless you. And I will see you next time. Peace.